Speaking of coyotes and where they are, Miss Lab, when we were over at Poverty Flats, was where they used to pass down between Tony's and McAdoo's every morning.
I got a hose. I can move anywhere.
That should be good.
Let me grab my sunglasses up right there.
All right. Rooster and Ma Chicken had a whole bunch of critters outside their place when they were here, and they were, one of the few that gave the story about what they looked like.
Nice day. It's getting warm though. Pesky little bastard. I always told the kids, you ain't got no business going around stepping on ants, killing bugs. Hell, they got a family, they got a life to live in, and they got stuff going on. You leave those damn bugs alone. Be going around killing spiders and such. No, won't have it. Told them that when they were just barely old enough to listen. But then I said, however, we can make an exception when it comes to flies and mosquitoes.
Leave a callback number, press 5.
Hello, Jennifer. This is your dad. I just wanted to call and say hi and see what you were up to and stuff. And everything's going okay. I hope everything's going all right with you. And, give me a call back and get a chance. I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Okay.
I can remember the first night I had to spend out of doors. This was more than 20 years ago, before I broke my hip, before a lot of things had happened to me, and for some reason I was there without a place to stay, and I was falling, and I think I had $1 or something. So I went and got a cup of coffee. This was back when $1 I'd buy a couple of cups of coffee. Walked around all night long. This is in San Diego. I remember going down Broadway, back and forth, back and forth. So finally, when the sun was coming up, see, at that time I was too scared to sleep outside, so I thought, well, I'll wait till the sunlight and I'll go to the park. So I bought a paper that morning and walked out to one of the parks down by the bay, put a blanket over my leg, went to sleep. A couple minutes later, San Diego Police Department police officer comes up to me, says, you can't be, says, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm just sleeping. He says, it's illegal to sleep in the park. I said, well, I'm not sleeping in the park. Look, I have today's paper here. I'm just here. I've been walking all night. Now I'm tired. He says, well, it's illegal to sleep in the park covered up with a blanket at any time. So I started moving east up into the mountains, where I was very familiar with. I thought, well, then I'll camp in the mountains. Because that's what people are always telling you. Why don't all you guys go up into the mountains? Well, because it's illegal there too. Not only do you have a 2-week limit, but if you're living there and you have no other place to live, that's illegal too. Even if you're abiding by the 2-week limit. It's called illegal living on the public lands. So after I got cited for that, that's my only federal offense. I have a federal offense on my record for living on the public lands, even though I was obeying all regulations. So then they said, oh, okay. Well, then I came over the hill and down into the desert, where it's very big, and they don't care because it's too big. So here I can sit finally, don't have to worry about anybody coming up and citing me for falling asleep out of doors. And I can enjoy myself here and be comfortable. In town, you gotta hide. It's all by luck, not by law, that you're gonna survive in there. I've learned all the tricks now. Believe me, I'd even climb inside of a dumpster to spend the night just to be safe in the city to avoid being arrested. But out here, I don't have to go through all those hoops. This is freedom and security out here. I can have a campfire and walk over there. I don't have to worry about my dog. It's fantastic.
Weekday at 6:23 and 7:43 on the morning show on 770 KKOB.
I had a beautiful home, a beautiful child, a most gratifying career. I spent just about my last dollar fighting for custody for my son, and I lost. All these vehicles are blown up and missing wheels, and cars seem to have come here like it's some kind of mental institution for road vehicles to come have a psychotic break. Just I mean, they're not even recognizable. I look at my car out there, parked next to that old Ford, and I'm thinking, like, am I so attached to this place I'm gonna be here so long that over time my car's gonna look like that one?
Dying for you to release the meatball recipe that I could listen to you for 5
I'm so glad I got this hammock set up. I've had this thing for years, and I've been camped here for months, sitting in a chair with my back hurting, and now I feel fantastic. I waited so long because I had no other point to fasten the hammock to. I can put one end on the bus, but what about the other end? There isn't a tree here taller than your head, so I remembered I'd found this door frame at the scrapyard, so I hooked it up here and braced it and took the rope down to the base of the tree. And now it's just comfortable and secure, and I can spend my afternoons here reading or thinking or writing or doing whatever it is that I want to do. And the reason I got the door in the first place was because it could make it all glass, and the sun will come in. When I designed the bus from the very beginning, I wanted to have a winter side and a summer side, so I could go in any climate and be comfortable. Now this is the winter side. All that means is that there's more windows in it. And with that door here, solid glass, it's going to have as much solar gain as the rest of the windows all put together.
All right, I'm looking around to dump this last load of water, which would be kind of a thrill.
Must be some thirsty people out there.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the desert and the need for water. It's always been confusing to me.
So when do you see yourself heading out of here?
It's kind of starting to get brutal already, but I reckon I'll try to live through April. April is often a very difficult time here. Sometimes I wonder how folks make it. I like to have a swimming pool and a couple of girls in bikini with chilled wine, but yeah, you can't have everything. So
Would you roll that for me? And so I get it started? Got it? Yeah, good.
Okay, when it's full, it'll start spitting water out right here. Right here.
Oh, yeah. That's for the air release. All right.
There. There's 10.
There's 2.
Okay.
There's 3.
Okay.
And I think I have a spare quarter. I was tipped a quarter earlier.
That worked. That worked.
Yeah?
That worked.
All right.
I appreciate that.
Not a problem.
I appreciate that.
Okay. I was thinking
Yeah.
of going to Mexico, Mexicali,
Uh-huh.
to get glasses.
Oh, okay.
I know where the dentist is.
Oh.
Yeah, it's...
If I could go across the border.
Sure you can. All you need is a driver's license. We'll take my rig, my truck, we'll park it down there, and then we go across the border. We've got no problem. You know what I mean?
Think so, huh?
Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, you may have to change outfits. But it's at least, you know, it's...
Yeah, it's a thought, yeah.
Because I talked to the guy, because he's the one who did my tooth. He spent a half hour with me.
Really? He's the same guy that worked on you, right?
Dr. Cruz, and he charged
Okay.
me $10 for a half hour.
Wow.
And I said, do you do false teeth? He says, oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because if you want to buy it here, you're screwed.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
I mean, what he did to me for $10, it would have cost me $200 here.
Yes.
And 2 appointments.
Yes.
And I could have bent over a little further.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, so...
You know.
So what is your, do you have plans? How long are you going to be around or what?
Well, I would stick around for that.
Well, because
For
there's
a
here
while,
and there's
because-
also Acadonas. We don't need anything but a driver's license to cross the border and come back
Okay.
this year.
Okay.
Not bad.
Well,
No, you want to keep as many of the bottoms as you can.
really?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, well, maybe they can just clean them and fix them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you see from, smile. All right, yeah, no, you're fine.
These the tops? Or
Yeah,
the
just the
problem
tops.
with?
Yeah. Because you don't want to lose, because otherwise, see what happens, if you lose the uppers, which is no problem,
Right.
you find yourself having bottom, you bite up instead of biting down.
Oh.
Yeah. And It's just better to keep as many teeth as you can. Now, the top one's got to go. I had mine
Right.
done.
Right. Okay.
And actually, I got a Dremel, and I replaced this tooth with an artificial tooth, and I carved it down.
Good shit. Okay, get it, bring it over here. Come on. Get it, bring it over here. No, over here. Come on, get it, bring it over here. Okay, good girl. Good girl.
Nomads, vagabonds, tramps, and scamps. Snowbirds, crusty old codgers, and desert-dwelling reptilian humanoids. Spent my whole life avoiding California, but this ain't California. This is a foreign country. No water, no electricity. Okay, let's see. Sea level. Live out here. Below sea level. Living. Living way out here below sea level. What rhymes with level? Level. Devil. He's devil. Sons of bitches. What the hell Noah was thinking when he put you bastards in the ark? Worse than that damn mosquito.
I can't go there. I don't want to go back to jail. What scares me right now is I understand I'm going to probably do 3 years at 35%. I am going to get stupid. No motherfucking nice guy. I want to come out. When I come out, I'm going to buy me a 12 gauge. And guess what? I'm just going to go walking down the fucking street. Boom!
You're so full of shit.
You think so? Mm-hmm. Steal from me. Steal from me.
You're not gonna shoot anybody, Wayne.
Yes, I am. Because I just don't even care anymore. I'm so fucking tired of being ripped off. Blast water. Get a flash water. I'm gonna kill 3 of them one time. at me now, you bitch.
I'm content.
You're a lying son of a bitch.
Life is good. The only thing that bothers me is the goddamn mice.
Mice.
Mice. Mice.
Mice.
The
Like the
mice.
mouses.
Yeah, the mices.
The mouses.
They keep
Oh,
me awake
God,
at night.
sucks. I've got like, I think 10 of them in my house. Do you understand? I've been trying to catch them on the fucking glue traps. And you know what I found on my glue traps? A whole lot of pills. These mice are fucking attacking my pills and dragging them up there and they're getting away.
I don't really mind them being here. But what I don't like is when they wake me up in the middle of the night and they're going,
What, running across your head?
no, you can just hear them out here going.
Oh, no, man, I have them running across my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. I got out just a couple days before Thanksgiving. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I saw you there.
So how are you doing, Cindy?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm
Doing good?
trying to start a new business.
Really?
Uh-huh.
What are you gonna do? You gonna open a store like me?
No, actually it's gonna be a salon
Uh-huh.
for cutting hair and
Oh, really?
Um,
That's gonna be nice. Yeah, that's good.
doing toenails and fingernails and things like that.
Oh, really? Wow, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect.
Come see me and I'll give you a haircut.
Oh, yeah. You think I need one?
Oh, a little bit.
Okay.
Just around the edges.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Okay.
I will come. When are you gonna open it?
This next week.
Oh, next week? Oh, that soon?
Yeah, that's what the paint's for. It's part of making the sign
Oh, okay.
for my motorhome.
Now we're living way out here below sea level. could get on. Society's track. Well, we're living way out here below sea level. Never could get on. Society's track. That was seldom bathed, and some say we're just shovels. But we like it here. We well, it's real quaint. Some say that it's pretty. It's brutal in the summer. Yes, but this is our hidden desert city. A place for those who long to be free.
When I first came here, I'd been traveling for years, and so I didn't know anything about this place at all. And I pulled in, and I saw lots of vehicles, but everybody, it seems they choose to pull in behind a bush or underneath a tree. They've all got their little spots, and so I saw all these people living here, but I never saw any of the people. I saw their campers or their trucks, but everybody turns away from the main road so that their front door is like behind a bush or something like that. And so I'm kind of a hermit, so that's why I tucked myself over here. And gradually you see people walking by, and first you don't say anything to them. Everybody's got their own private business and reason for here. Maybe you say a little wave, and then you might wave at them for 2 weeks, and then maybe that person will say, "Oh, you got a neat dog." "Oh, thanks." Oh, that's all they say. 2 weeks later, they come by again. See you playing with the dog. I got a dog, or I have a dog like that. But nobody asks questions. It's nobody else's business why you're here. Maybe after 2 or 3 months or 2 or 3 years, you'll start actually being invited over to somebody's house to have a meal. To be invited over to somebody's house for a meal is really an incredible thing, because people, they want to have the sense of privacy. They've got their own life here. They got a disaster. Some disaster brought them here, more than likely. It could be a natural one, a personal one, a social one, a medical one. And they don't really want to recount it to every single person that comes along. There's people here that I've gotten to know over the years, but I could walk over there right now. Where'd they go? They'd be gone. I'm not going to chastise them. How come you didn't tell me where you're going? Because that's none of my business. And same, it's none of their business when I decide to leave. Maybe next year they say, "Oh, you didn't say goodbye," or "Where'd you go?" I said, "Well, I just needed a change of pace, or I had something that I had to do, and I left." That's all the explanation that you need. Nobody going to ask somebody where they get their money. Whew, that'd be even worse than an executive cocktail party to ask somebody where they got their money from. You can't in any way imply that the person's a failure, or that their place is a mess, or you don't like their barking dogs, or, to go up to somebody and say, "I'd really appreciate it if you didn't run your generator from 6 to 7, because that's when I want to watch TV and it's disturbing me." I mean, that would get you rolled down the road real fast. That's the whole point of being out here. If you don't like it, you start your thing up and you leave. You never imply that somebody else has to change their life, unless, of course, they're burning a giant bonfire, old tires, or they're shooting. Now, that's one thing that I'll do. If that, there, it just went off again. Now, if that guy comes over here, I'm only tolerating it because I'm kind of wedged here behind the bus, and there's pretty small risk. But if that guy decides to come over here, see, now I'm get mad, I won't hesitate to walk right up to somebody with a gun. I don't care if they're standing right there. I'll walk right up to them and say, look, what are you doing? Can't be shooting at here. There's people around here. Oh, well, it's dove season and I got a lot. I don't care what you got. All right? I'm going to call the sheriff if you don't leave or you go off over the bank. So now he's been doing that all morning. So you decided to move and you're going to sell that trailer, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to sell the trailer and the camper shell too.
Well, I'd like to go out and look at that because I'm always, looking for something else to fill some of the holes I got.
Yeah, and I got 2 solar panels to go right along with it.
Wow. Well, so why are you getting rid of all that stuff?
Oh, I want to move.
Yeah.
I want to get away from it.
Yeah.
From out here on the slabs area for a while. I do it every once in a while.
Yeah, that's what I knew. You got to get a break sometimes, and yeah.
And I got 3 dogs to take care of, so it kind of puts me in a bind trying to take care of the 3 dogs, and got to buy gas, got to buy propane all the time, and
in and out, carrying everything.
Yeah.
So you got a place that you know where you're going to go?
Yeah, motel up there. For about a month.
All right.
So I could apply my sign over there at Sears. And make about $700, $800 in 3 days.
You're kidding me.
Nope. I got a real nice sign now. It's called, it says on it, please help, I'm homeless and just recently burned out.
Yeah?
Yep, and that happened back just before July.
I've never run a sign. I never had the chutzpah or whatever it takes to run a sign, and but man, I didn't realize you could make that kind of money running a sign.
Oh yeah.
Especially like in El Centro. I thought it would have been like...
I've made in El Centro, I've made up to $75 in an hour.
Wow. Man, that's small. That's beautiful. Wow. Put that in the back of my truck or in the bus. That's the thing I always hate about having a motorcycle. It's so big, That's great, though.
And you just tighten it right here. A couple of turns. The back locks it in.
Now, do you have to have a registration for this?
No.
No? They don't count it as a moped or anything like that? Beautiful. That's some cheap driving. All right.
And it's economical on gas.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, cool.
Okay.
All right. Hey, thanks a lot.
Yep.
Hey, maybe we'll go riding sometime.
Okay.
All right. I think I'll take another spin on this thing. See what I do. Flip the switch.
Yep.
On here.
Okay, actually that's pretty good. Okay. It's got a little pneumonia too. And so breathing in and out completely.
go.
Okay, I'm pretty bulletproof.
Do you have anybody over there to pick on tonight, Carol?
No, I don't. You know, I could get started like me and Kenny used to do in Tom Tom. But I'll be a good girl.
You know, that sounds like a great idea. Carol's a good girl. Well, you've always been a good girl. You've always been nice. I don't see nothing wrong with Carol. Carol's always been a good girl.
You don't know me very well, do you?
Well, let's see. The first time I met you, I was with Andy,
Well, that's right.
and you was coming out of the canal with your dog, I think.
I've never really had to use it, but I'm pretty glad that I never have to, because I usually carry it right here. And I carry it underneath my shirt. Nobody even knows I have it. But if I need it, you know, I've got it. You can go through bone and it goes through a window because of some people's attitudes. I just carry it with me for I feel a little safer.
I want the Phil Mickelson look. Don't tell me you don't know who Phil Mickelson is.
I don't.
You don't?
No.
He's that real famous golfer from San Diego. He looks kind of like me.
Oh, okay.
But he has, you know, like I want a pro golfer look.
A pro golfer look.
Yeah, with just still with a beard though, just trimmed a little.
Okay.
But the hair you can be as creative as you want with the hair. You know, make me look like a young investment banker, just fresh out of his MBA at the Wharton Business School, getting ready to go to work for Goldman Sachs. How's that?
I got you. I got you. Okay. I think I can do that.
This gal goes to the hairdresser and she's got to get her hair done because she's getting ready to go on vacation. hairdresser says, "Are you going on vacation? Where are you going?" And the gal says, "Oh, we're going to go to Rome." And the hairdresser says, "Rome? Well, you don't want to go to Rome, man. Nasty, dirty, stinky place. Weather's bad. You know, it rains all the time. Streets are dirty. Thieves, pickpockets everywhere. Horrible, horrible." And he says, "What else? You know, where are you going to get there?" And the gal says, "We're going to fly Continental." And the gal says, "You can't fly Continental. That's a horrible airline. The planes are late. You know, the pilots are always drunk. Where are you going to stay when you get there?" And she said, "Oh, the Hotel Verdi." My son, he stayed there a few years ago. That's a horrible cockroach-infested mess. I said, "You know, a good place." Nah. Yeah, that's a good idea. What else are you going to do there? And the lady said, "Well, we were thinking we might get a chance to talk to the Pope." And the hairdresser says, "Ha, good luck with that." You know, a few months go by and she was going there getting her hair done again. And the hairdresser said, "Well, how'd your vacation go?" And the lady says, "Oh, it was just wonderful. You know, Rome was just beautiful this time of year. You know, the people were really friendly. The weather was great. You know, Continental overbooked us and bumped us up to first class. The planes were on time. The hotel just won a $5 million facelift. The rooms were immaculate. The staff was warm, friendly. The food was delicious. We just had a wonderful, wonderful vacation." Hairdresser says, "Oh, that's great." She says, "Well, what about the Pope? I bet you didn't get to see the Pope." She says, "Well, you know, the funniest thing happened. I was going by the Basilica there one day, and one of the Swiss guards came out, and he says, you know, every now and then the Pope likes to have an audience, you know, with a regular old citizen, you know, and today he picked you." And so I was up there talking to the Pope, and I asked him, I said, "Well, your Eminence, you know, I mean, what was it that caused you to, you know, to pick me out of the crowd?" The Pope says, "Oh, I was just wondering where you got that crappy hairdo."
Don't tell him.
I thought that was pretty good. Yeah, it takes a little while to run it down. You know, it's not real brief, but usually you can get people's attention with it. You know?
That's a good one.
All right. It looks all right, I think. With your hat, it kind of sticks out a little bit, but I think it's just because of your hat more than anything, I think.
What kind of dog is that anyway?
It's a Chihuahua Pug Bull mix.
That's the most unusual mix.
But they're good dogs. I've had two of them now. They've both been good dogs.
How long did you have the last one?
9 months before he got stolen.
Oh, it must have been what time of year was it?
About the time snowbirds leave.
Uh-huh.
No, actually it was in early August.
Wow.
Early August. Because me, Bill, and Robin went to town. And when we came back, there was no more Damien. And then Sassy died the next morning. Heat stroke.
What, go out in the sun too much?
Just got too hot for her. She couldn't handle it.
Jeez.
She couldn't even handle it when she was laying in the pool. She got to going into convulsions and everything else, and finally that morning there, she went up to Handyman's and died. She died up at Handyman's.
Huh.
I don't know what the hell she was doing walking up that way there. But she did. She wanted somewhere to die.
Maybe she was looking for the pet cemetery.
Might have. I don't know. Maybe dig
Up
herself
that
a
direction,
hole.
isn't it?
I think so, yeah. Like dig herself a hole or something.
Yeah, Mike and I are going to be taking the rest of Bill's ashes and throw them out by my spot. Do one final salute.
Yep.
That way Bill's always guarding my spot.
Right here.
Shoot me. I go, fucking shoot me. Like the cop said, don't ever tell a drunk to shoot you. I saw the gun go off. It hit me.
Oh my God.
I went down to the ground. I stood up. I went. Right. No bullet. No hole here.
No hole.
Okay.
Oh my God.
And I go, oh, I go, you motherfucker, you shot me! I saw the smoke come from the goddamn gun.
What?
I saw the smoke. He was right there. I saw the smoke come from the gun.
Oh my God. Where'd it?
I saw it.
Oh my God. Where'd it go?
It went in here, ricocheted, busted everything in my goddamn face, busted all my goddamn jaws, everything, right?
Okay, that's why they call you bulletproof.
That's why they call me bulletproof!
Oh,
and
okay.
I got the bullet right there.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
That's why.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this stuff is like, it's really something, isn't it?
You're shaking too much, honey.
I'm not.
You're shaking.
I know.
Did I scare you?
No, I'm just... no, not at all.
Okay.
I'm just going to do a quick one.
And you're almost done, sweetheart.
Okay. Okay. One more.
The big one.
The big one, okay.
Man, that's pretty.
Oh my God. Oh, this one I like, because I can get to it, and I can see it.
Like, what the fuck am I talking about? So if I was to eat you, if I was to kiss you, where his panties would be, would you like that? I am not a nice person. I don't want to be a nice person. I want to. What fuck Jesus? Actually, I want to get his priestess. Oh, Carol, I know you got a priestess. You're a priestess. That's what I want, baby. I want you. I want your body. Anytime you want me to be. Will you be my friend?
Always have.
Not just this way. Thank you. Will you help me pull my pants back up? Man, what's that zipper sound? Are you getting dressed, woman?
Yeah. I'm gonna bring your shirt to you.
Are you mad at me?
No. No. Where's Matson?
Come at me.
No!
Oh, then why you bring my fucking shirt up here?
It's got the cigarettes in it. I got my birth ticket.
I know it doesn't. Baby, you work on me like hard.
Dad's in my
How many wings you got?
What are you being silly?
You don't have any wings, do you?
Well, obviously you don't
Answer the question. No.
I'm
way.
gonna answer the question.
All insects have got 2 pairs of wings, so they can fly.
What, like a spare pair?
How many legs do you have? You got, 2, I believe, huh? Mm-hmm. All insects have 6 legs. They can walk a lot better than you, and of course, they can really fly a lot better than you. And and where's your skeleton? It's on the inside. So when it breaks, it's incredible, difficult to mend. It often leads to immobility or death.
Is there a fucking point to this?
Yeah, insect skeleton's on the outside. He just grows his skeleton.
Is that why they call them extraskeletal?
Well, yeah, exoskeleton. You're close. You're not doing too bad. You might pick up on this language after all if you keep at it.
Yeah.
But,
Well, the insects taught me everything I know.
But anyway, they just shed their skeleton. They do fine. And then, how many kids you got in your litter? 1, maybe 2, sometimes 3. Insects got 2, 3, 4, 10 million in their litter. I mean, it ensures their survival. They are so much more highly evolved than
How do they remember all their names?
And it's incredible. I mean, and flies are the most amazing ones of all. Now you look at a bee, and we've all seen bees. And they drive us nuts because they buzz around, and they fly around all over the place, everywhere, and they just, they're wonderful flyers and all that.
They're getting to drive me nuts.
A bee is nothing compared to a fly. I'm telling you, a fly can be going around doing everything, loop-de-loops, barrel rolls, and dives and everything like that, and the fly will literally just fly circles around it the whole time. A fly is the absolute most highly engineered, most sophisticated flying machine in the history of nature. And I'll tell you why, and then I'll sort of ease off on the lecture here, but you'll like this. Because you look at a fly, he don't look like he's got 2 pairs of wings, does he? I mean, he looks like he's got 1 pair of wings.
I never sorted them out.
Well, you look at a fly, you see just 1 pair of wings. Everybody sees that, And the reason it looks like that is because their other pair of wings has evolved in a specialized way where they've turned into these tiny gyroscopes rather than wings. And that's why a fly can do anything in any direction, upside down, sideways, diagonal. It doesn't matter to them because those gyroscopes keep them perfectly balanced. It is an elegant advancement in evolution, one of the most creative and thoughtful evolutionary techniques ever come up with. It's kind of hard to think of a fly as being thoughtful, but it's amazing what they, most of us, we can't stand the damn things, all we do is swat them, and they're unbelievable, in terms of they're the epitome of evolution. That's enough about that. What do you think when you say we go scatter, Bill?
Well,
I don't think anybody's going to show up now.
I'm beginning to wonder and understand why you don't have a woman in your life. You got this insect mania.
It's just a hobby.
All right. Well, let's go do Bill. Get in so I can get out.
Hey, Bill.
Oh, is that all Bill's left?
That's Bill. Oops, spilled a little of him.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry about that, buddy. You got the shut glove, okay?
Yeah. Let's do it out there.
Yeah. 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 And we're living way out here below sea level. We never could get on society's track. Never seldom bathing, you might say we're disheveled. But we like it here. We ain't going back.
Let's try it.
And we like it.
Just sing it like that. Let me try to find where your voice is at.
All right.
And find what key you're singing in. Just go ahead.
And we're living way out here below sea level. Never could get on society's track.
That don't work.
You're getting there.
I'm not following. I'm not doing this right. Let me. Hold on a minute.
We're living way out here below sea level. Never could get on society's track. There was seldom bathing, you might say we're disheveled. Oh, we like it here. We ain't going back.
You're singing in D.
In D?
Yeah, and the chord of D is what you're singing in.
Is that a good thing?
Well, it sounds better than what you were doing.
Which was what?
Well, I tried every one of them, so. But you're singing in D. That's where your voice is at right now.
All right. Well, I'll be happy that I got a D in algebra once.
Yeah. Well, try it again. We'll do it in D and see what happens.
All right. All right.
Anytime.
Hell, we're living way out here below sea level. Never could get on society's track. I was seldom bathing, you might say we're disheveled. But we like it, we ain't going back. Yeah, we like it here, we ain't going back.
Oh, I forgot you were going to do that twice.
Oh, yeah, you were going to, yeah.
I forgot about that part.
Always been the forward thing, you know. That's what I think is the most important is, you know, and that you learn after years of being, the disaster comes, you just go on. You know, you lose everything, you lose your rig, and you're back on foot again. All right, you're allowed a day or two or a week or a month or who knows, might turn into 6 months of just, and then, but you got to get up. You know, yeah, I wiped the dirt off. Well, I guess I better find another bike or a truck or a car or something. And That's happened to me so many times. But I've had this bus for 5 years now, so it's, that's a pretty long time. But I feel pretty confident you could drop me off, anywhere. And, all right, just go that forward, not going to give up, not going to give up, not going to give up. And you got to have that or you will give up,
Yeah, well, giving up isn't enough because you're still sitting here breathing, eating, shitting, freezing. It does, giving
Well,
up doesn't even help, man.
Well, give up the clean clothes. I mean, you give up like if this burned down, let's say, you're in your car and it burns down, you wake up in the morning.
Every time my car turns over, when I put the key in, I know I have one more day when I'm not dead in the road. Do you understand how much pressure that is? I'm 1,000 miles from nowhere, and I got one day I can count on to get there.
Well, I'm always mildly surprised every single time I start the bus. I'm never, I'm always like, oh, phew, there it went again, Yeah. Yeah, it's a scary thing.
Okay, now you have to readjust your water, probably. You'll get it. I know you will.
Oh, it's beautiful. I'm jumping in.
All right. Golly. I don't know what it was. Not a message. Maybe somebody was trying to call me. I think that's what it was, huh? Anybody there? No, nobody there. Oh, shit. I don't know. Those phones really mess me up. I don't understand them.
How long have you been doing the beauty business?
Not very long, really.
Really?
Yeah, about 1.5 years.
Oh.
I just changed my lifestyle, really, is what I did.
I heard that you were a Marine. Is that true?
Yeah, I was in the Navy, and
Really?
yeah, I'm not a jarhead. I never was a jarhead. That's what we called them, was jarheads. Does it fit? I always thought that kind of fit too, But anyway, yeah, I was in the Navy, in Vietnam and all that kind of stuff. And I think it changed me, changed my whole life. And I think I spent the rest of my life fighting it. Because the psychological part you just can't get over. And the bad part about it is when we came home, everybody just treated us like we were some kind of criminals. And that was hard to take, because we weren't criminals. We were doing what we were told to do. But that's not how they looked at it.
So later this afternoon, when I'm feeling pretty, I will follow up on this phone call for this live-in position that I'm trying to get. So if I can feel it, I can do it.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Well, I think you can do it. You can do anything you want to do, really. All you have to do is just make up your mind to do it, huh? You know?
Well, it used to be like that.
Yeah, it still is. How about this? It's kind of a pastel. It's
Yeah, something natural.
Okay.
So I don't look like a party girl.
Last year, I had some affairs, and I had quite a few friends, boyfriends, and it was like I was a teenage girl, just realizing that she has breasts, and you know, and having fun. I mean, I can't even. It's so amazing because I've had 6 marriages. Okay, I've had 6 marriages, all right? And one thing that I did learn from all those marriages, that if I ever find a man, and if he's the right man, I guarantee you I'm going to do everything under my power to make him the happiest man you ever saw in your life. And that's the way I feel. I want to look good for him all the time. I want to spoil him, you know. I'm going to wait on him. I'm going to, you know, make sure that, by golly, I'll get your coffee. You just sit there and relax. You know, I'm going to spoil him. Because men have a sense of, my God, if they're treated that way, it's like women are treated that way, okay? But when a man's treated that way, it's like he's going, holy cow, this is nice.
See out your window at the school bus lab, seeing Mom, she's up there yet? Yep, she's there. Thank you. She's having a sale this morning if anybody wants to know. At the school bus lab. And for all the newcomers out there that are listening, the school bus lab is located at Main and Lone Road.
I don't mind getting old, it's just looking old. I don't get by with the free ticket anymore, I gotta earn it. I didn't know how easy it was to rely on that, to get by on that, to skate on that. It just sure is different without that face. It's all gotta come from the inside now. There's nothing in there. Except the same thing that's on my face. Fire. Burning. Wind beating around my head and my brain. Dried up. It's dried up. Formless.
Have you ever seen a photograph of my daughter?
No.
Open that top drawer. There's a green thing in there.
This?
Mm-hmm. This is her mother. And this was her about 3 months before she was
Ah.
devastated.
This is your daughter with the red hair?
Mm.
Far out.
She went down to Australia as an exchange student, and she was down there surfing in Sydney when she got into a car one day. And August 23rd, 2003. There was 4 kids in the car, the 2 in the front seat.
What happened?
Well, they had a car wreck.
Yeah, but what happened?
The 2 in the front seat lived, and the 2 in the back seat didn't.
Who was driving?
Sarah was in the back seat. The kid driving is doing like 15 years in prison now for. They don't take lightly to that sort of stuff in Australia. But damn it, she'd only been down there like 3 weeks.
She's beautiful.
She was doing her senior year in high school.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to me. I don't mean to moan about that. God damn, it's just a horrible thing to lose a daughter. I mean, I never thought. She called me up when I was in rehab. Says, Dad, I'm so happy you quit drinking. I'm going to come and move to San Diego and hang with you and surf for the rest of my life. Well, that sounds good, kid.
I missed it.
You could be an anthropologist over here. Hell, San Diego. San Diego's dying for anthropologists.
Yeah, but something else took her. And there was a reason why.
Fucking automobiles.
They needed her. My son, it happened too. He died in my arms. He was 22 years old, he died in my arms. Okay? I deal with it.
Yeah.
The Lord wanted him.
The fuck killed him?
I got shot.
That'll do it.
Yeah. It tore me apart.
Why did she?
Huh?
Why did you get shot?
He took my place.
Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
I was gonna get shot. And he pushed me out of the way and took it, okay?
That makes sense. Where were they going to shoot you?
Because somebody couldn't deal with their father dying.
You didn't fuck them? You didn't give them a reason to shoot you?
Nope. No.
But they wanted to shoot you nonetheless.
His father died, and he just couldn't deal with it, so he's gonna take it out of me.
God damn, Carol, that's one of the saddest fucking stories I've ever heard in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Your son took a bullet for you? You never told me that before.
And that's why I moved out to the slabs after he died. Bitterbill and moved me out here to get away from everybody so they would leave me alone about my son. They died in my arms. And Wayne found me, and Wayne found me.
You never told me that before, Carol.
I don't want nobody to know. It's my... Okay?
Goddamn, talk about my daughter. I mean, she just got in a fucking car wreck. I mean, everybody gets in car wrecks.
no big deal. I mean, not too many people.
Yeah, but a
Children
part
take a
of
fucking
you,
bullet for their mother.
a part of you is gone. I
My
died.
daughter,
I
my
died.
daughter didn't take a bullet for me.
I died. Okay.
She's gotten the wrong car.
Carol Hughes 19, waiting is so long, waiting and a hoping that she'll get her call. Up in the crowd there's a four-hill of shine, waiting and a hoping till she catches time. Soon as both sees her, he steps in the line. Goes to his pocket and pulls out a dime. She smiles so sweetly when it's his turn to pay. Lays down $1, make her dance her whole day. Time a dance romance, down from the church. It gets on the lady, dancing and goes. Lay down your money, time of death romance, waiting for you. It's time of death romance, waiting just for you. Come here, baby. How's that for an asshole? So anyone gonna light me a fucking cigarette, then I'm gonna kill God.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Yeah, right. Trust me. I'm not lying to you. Is this fucking thing live? I'll just pull a fucking pin and throw it on somebody. Anyway, oh, thank you. Something works. How about that fucking shit? In this house? Oh my God, amazing.
Everything works in here.
Would you fucking get off my ass?
Jennifer, this is your goofy father. Call me back at this number when you get home if you're gone or something like that. But I need you. I need you.
It's fairly small, I think, maybe about 6 by 5 or something like that. It's actually a truck bed. I was looking at it closer, and I was thinking that somebody under might be interested in it, so I thought I'd mention it. That's good. That's great. The reason I ask for so many picky-ish details is because other people will ask too. How long would this arc be? If it's 15 feet high, how many feet long would it be? With the this thing will probably come to about 16 feet. You're not visualizing a window from
Snowball. And I like him. I'll never hurt you. I'll never hurt you, baby. Love me. Love me. Or bite me. I don't care which. Oh, please bite me, bite me, bite me. Call me dirty names. Ooh, you little wench. Oh, God. Oh, you something. Your breath stinks.
The whole bed is on a wood frame, see?
Uh-huh.
So the last step of the plan is that I'm gonna put eye bolts in the corner of each of this frame. I'm gonna put pulleys up here, and then there'll be a wire, 2 wires that lead over to this side, and there'll be a crank here. So this whole bed will rise up to here, and then you can use the tub underneath without having to take the blankets or sheets off or anything.
Oh, this is good. Mm-hmm.
So you're actually multiplying your space. It's like having a multi-level, split-level home. And then over here, there's going to be like a love seat, so you can sit there and use the tub, and then you can get and sit here, and you can still look out all the windows while you're using the
Whenever I
tub.
see those ads in the paper, real estate ads for multi-level homes, I don't think I'm ever going to see that word the same way.
The motor came along before the boat did, but I knew I'd need a motor. It was such a great deal that I bought the motor first, and now I'm looking for a boat. You know, if the boat had come along first, I would have bought the boat first and worried about the motor. So that's why a lot of the disarray seems, is because I'm not like buying part 1, then part 2, then part 3. It's if part 7 comes up first in the system, well, I'll buy that part first. And then finally when I get enough of them to make them work. So the motor's there for, now I know, oh, there's a boat, a canoe, like aluminum canoe, like 18 foot long, you know, and you're like, bam, somebody says $200. You're like, wham, 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 throw the canoe on the roof, and then all you got to do is find some water, and you got the whole motorized operation. So that's why, and I like it there too. And then as angular as it is with all these things, it's not dangerous. You know, you can't, the way it's positioned behind that grill and up here, you can't hit your head on it. You can't run into it.
So this is a motor looking for a boat.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Salisbury, I think was the name of the street. I can't remember. God. So, oh my God. I just received these from my son, Travis. Pictures. Travis and Adam growing up. And all things they went to, the things I missed. Cause I missed a lot. I'll tell you what. Wow. Long hair. God, I had long hair there. And a beard. Oh my God. It was in my house in Santa Barbara. Unbelievable. Graduating from high school in 1964. It was the year I went to Vietnam. Let's see. Wow. You're pretty lucky, Dad. You had your hair. Huh. Yeah. Let's see.
Come on, baby.
What the hell is that noise?
That's the brake. I hope we died.
Is that your car dying?
Yeah. No, it's the, it's just the handbrake catching, but we've definitely, don't want to go down any farther and wonder what's down there.
That's like a security thing. Your brakes don't work? Your brakes don't work? I heard you say your brakes don't work, but I'm just like getting your brakes don't work.
Yeah, my brakes don't work.
And so what, your car stops going, so you don't... Do you know what's wrong with you before you back up?
I looked at it when we were going by. When the brakes started failing, I said, well, there's a spot.
When the brakes started failing. Thanks for keeping me, on notice.
You know, all systems can't always work, and I know the brakes, I've already budgeted out the money for the part, but also up here my alternator gauge doesn't work, my fuel gauge is inaccurate, my temperature gauge is alright, my oil pressure gauge doesn't work, and my...
Oh, that stuff's not important.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we should find a place around here.
Yeah, well, we passed a good spot back here, a nice spot. I was just coming down to check it out, but when I saw it get steeper, and I thought, well, we better turn around.
How it varies so much right in here. I have some more of the delphiniums.
Hey, what is that?
So
Hey, that's lamb's quarter.
where in there?
I'm pretty sure that's lamb's quarter. Back under there.
Not Lamere.
No, it's not.
No.
It's a path that people used to cross the border because Mexico's only about 3 or 4 miles away. And of course, they've got to go through all the most rugged and remote places, and this is about as rugged as you can get. So this is a path, and that's not somebody's garbage over there. That, well, it is in a sense. The guy probably got tired and said he didn't need a pair. He'd get a pair of pants when he got to where he was going, and just threw them down. The goal always is, it's not really like to walk to Los Angeles or something like that. That's almost never done because it's an incredible journey. So they're all trying to get, say, 10 miles past the border where they'll have somebody, like maybe there's a cell phone stashed for them there, or they bring cell phones with them, and then they get up there, you know, I'm at the spot, and then, you know, some of the people come pick them up. You said it was a little cramped in there.
Where's the plumbing part?
I didn't tell you it's not hooked up.
Well, like you could crap in a box. Why does it have to look like a toilet? It's not a toilet.
Well, I'll get the hole. I'll drill a hole here soon, and then we'll put it in.
It just sort of makes you feel at home because it's like it looks like a toilet.
Well, you gotta store it somewhere. Oh, I know where we didn't clean out the cabinet over the bed there. I got a whole bunch of sweaters and junk in there.
You know, you're making the project bigger every minute.
Oh yeah, here's another backpack. You'll love this.
I mean, you could leave the clothes for another project because you kind of got enough. You bit off more than you can chew right now. You know what I mean? Do you really want to start another project? Because this is what I feel like these backpacks are.
You're homeless, I'm homeless, so you don't have an
The
automatic
last thing I
objection.
want in my life is another homeless man.
Well, then hit the road. You know, if you don't want another home, I'm a homeless man.
But I need companionship,
Oh, I see.
company, love, trust, a friendship, and trail, and I saw that in you.
and it's still there in me.
I'm not, I was obviously completely mistaken after what you just said there.
Well, you just slammed me saying, "Oh, a homeless man. That's the last thing I need is a homeless man in my life."
Well, excuse
You're
me.
homeless. You're better than me.
I know that there isn't another man in this world that's going to pick up a homeless chick unless it's for, like,
Right,
dysfunctional reasons.
Well, so it's not
Exactly.
right. So it's not weird.
No.
Where else is a homeless person gonna meet
You're
somebody?
taking this as an emotional value judgment. I'm talking reality here.
Oh, I see.
I'm talking about practicality here.
What's
If
more
I-
practical than two homeless people together?
Okay, you got one person with desperate, unsolvable problems, and now you've got two people with desperate, unsolvable. Seems to me, duh, you got twice as many problems you had to start
I
with.
don't see unsolvable problems. I just see problems. Problems are solvable. I don't see unsolvable problems.
You don't get something out of nothing.
Well, I'm not nothing, and you're
I
not
am.
nothing. Well, I'm sorry you
So
feel that
what
way
is
about
it you're
yourself.
looking for?
I'm looking for conversation and companionship and intellectual conversation and an interesting person. All right?
Right.
So what's the big deal? Because I'm homeless and you're homeless and that can't happen?
This isn't okay for me.
Okay, well then that's all you had to say. You never said that once. And all the time...
Oh,
you know,
yes, I did. The first time I walked in your bus, I was stunned, and I let you know it.
That's right, but you hadn't had the opportunity to come in and see the real work that
I
it
saw
was.
a filthy, dirty, grimy, and uninhabitable
Oh,
space.
come on.
You don't have to, you can be homeless and be clean.
Wait,
It's
is it
not
clean
easy.
now? Is it
takes
clean
a
now?
lot of work.
Is it clean now?
No,
All right, well then why are you sitting on this bed? Aren't you worried about getting some disease? or something?
absolutely.
Well, if you think that I'm just such a pig as that, then I don't even see why you're even talking to me.
Because I'm willing to risk getting scabies or crabs.
Oh, come on, I've
Because
never
I'm
had
that
any of that.
fucking lonely.
I've never had lice, scabies, crabs, VD.
When was the last time you had a shower? When was the last time you had a shower?
Well, since the time...
When was the last time you washed your sheets?
Wait, we got here the same time. I had a
Whose
shower...
chairs have you been sitting
I
in?
had a shower the same last time you did. I have water.
Yes, you
I
do.
have a big bed. I've got books. I got tools. I can go down the road. That's why I'm living big time, not because I have a big
Okay,
bus.
here it is. And it's okay with you.
It's okay with me.
That's the problem, because it's not okay for me to live this way with myself or anybody else, and nobody else should be living like this either. If you want to have that, I'm curious and interested.
You're mistaken in thinking that this
It's
is the
not
end all and
okay
be
for me,
all.
because I'm getting out.
I am too.
I'm probably going to die first.
No, wait, I'm getting out too.
Sweet. Ah, crap. Good. Good. Good thing the copter's over here.
You know, this is a wonderful place. It's totally desolate. It's out in the middle of nowhere. You know, Dad, how I always, I love desolation. I love being away from everything. And that's why I spend most of my time in the wilderness in New Mexico. But this place is like, it's not like being in California at all. It's totally different than California. I mean, I always avoided California like the plague, my entire life. But being here is like being, well, I don't know, somewhere way out in the middle of nowhere. It's not at all like California.
Probably because you are way out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. And, we like it here, and we ain't going back, yeah.
Well, good.
So anyway, here's the song.
All right. Living way out here below sea level. Never could get on society track.
the musicians are something else. They're the ones that I really need, and it's a kick to have these great musicians around. Didn't you like that guitar work? I mean, yeah. No, yeah. It was almost in the sort of the Perry Como deal. I mean, you know. Well, not quite. But yeah, they took it real easy, and so anyway, this is the deal that we're doing, and you know, I'd like for you to come down and check us out. I know you probably wouldn't want to be here for more than a day or so, but everyone would enjoy meeting you, even Sterling, if you come down and hung around for a day or two. It'd be great, especially the last week in January when we do the talent show with the Mike Bright Band featuring the Slabettes. You know. Yeah, it's true. I got 5 of them. Yeah, 5 Slabettes, and they're all these crusty old broads, you know. they're all great buddies of mine, you know, and stuff, you know. But I just wanted to get up there and dress garishly and sing inappropriately. Yeah. So, that's sort of what we're up to.
I'm really used to a shorter wig. However, this was a gift from a friend, and I'm not kidding you. It's like I love it. Used to a shorter wig, but I'm not kidding you. This is so outrageous. It's like, oh my God. Nothing should be perfect. Everything should have a little bit of. Nothing should be perfect. I know you probably don't mean anything to anybody else, but I'm telling you, it's like, my God, when I put you on, it's like you're just part of me. And it's wonderful, God. It's wonderful. I'm just going to try to feather you a little bit. Alright. Let's see what it looks like. Now is when the telling is. Oh, God. This is a lot better than it looks. It's not so hard. A lot of these tumors have melted down and gotten reabsorbed, but you still got some. Too much lymph going on and a new little lump there.
counterclockwise. Disperse the accumulated lump of stagnated chi. Oh, there we go. This is good. I remember that this body used to be somebody that someone touched. This was a body that somebody felt, and a body that felt things back. It's like some kind of abandoned car looking for a driver. I don't know how I could have lost every last bit of my life. I don't understand why there couldn't be one piece that I could pick up, find another. There's just that little boy out there who might be this alone someday. And I gotta stay around in case he needs somebody. If that is my purpose in life or some future that doesn't exist, that's my purpose in life, and it's just not enough anymore. The mama in me, the only thing left of me was that mother. And she's starting to disappear too. And I don't want to leave that little boy. And a mom without a mama. So I'm gonna eat this. And I'm gonna make it through one more of these days.
Can't really hide behind that thing anymore, though. My teeth look bad. But one thing at a time. Yeah, one thing at a time.
It feels the same as last time I was here when, I got really upset. And took it really personal, and I didn't mean it. It was like I was really scared to be a part of this kind of lifestyle, and the fear turned to anger at you for having such a trashed out bus with all this time to fix it and not fix it, and what the heck was going on here, and I put it all on you. And what it was I'm a full-fledged participating member, of the residentially challenged community, and I was appalled, horrified, and to be perfectly honest, I feel the same way now, and
Well, it's worse now, don't you
I
think?
understand how you get into the, you get in and you can't get out, because, you spend all your money and investment trying to keep things going, and you can't ever get to the next step,
Well, at least last year I was still on the positive. I was still on the upswing. Sure, it's a mess, but I got these projects. Everything's under control. I do this, that, and the other thing. And then, now that it's different, is that I realize that I'm not in control, and that the projects may never be done. I mean, look at this. I don't even have any windows anymore. I was going to rebuild all these windows, custom-made windows and everything, and now I don't even, not only do I not have the bad old windows, I have no windows at all. And so that's $500 off the value of the thing too, for no windows, you know. And
Well, you know, we can't do it by ourselves, and it seems like nobody can get along enough in their own families or with each other to be able to, you know, do it together, because that's how it works in other
I almost
cultures.
called my dad like 2 nights ago. I was sitting there. I gotta call him. I feel kind of bad about it. You know, we never were that close, you know, and I kind of got upset at him for some perceived fault or something. And I said, all right, well, the hell with it. I just go my way. And I'm thinking, man, my dad, he's old and he's disabled, and, you know, I'm not going to call him up to ask him for anything. I just want to call him up and say, hey, Dad, you know, it's been a couple of years, but I'm sorry I didn't keep in touch with you. And at least let's just say hi and talk on the phone every once in a while or something. Hey, Beeb, it's your dad. How's it going? Yeah, not too well. Well, what can I do for you? Now, I'm always waiting for that call. And maybe that's a little childish to be thinking that. I should just be, you know, my dad, call him up. I'm sure he's lonely, you know. He doesn't see very good anymore. His hips screwed up. He's old. You know. But he's got 3 houses and I don't, so, you know, I'm a little... Come on, Corky. You get too fat, you can barely even make it in here.
That's
All right,
good.
sit down. I am not going to be here this summer. I can guarantee you that.
I wish you well.
Yeah, I wish you well. Very well. I know it'll work out for us. All right.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. We're gonna do a little song out here in the desert tonight with the Curious George Band. And for the first time on stage, let's give it up for the Slabettes. Floppy over here on the bass, Trish on the drums. Mr. Chris over here on the guitar.